This video is going to be super awesome because I said so. And like I said, we are going to learn user input on this tutorial. And like last time, I went ahead and removed everything that we coded, and I'm going to start from the scratch. So right now I only have public class app, and of course I need man method. That is where our programming gonna go ahead and start. So I'll type public static void, and it's going to be man, and it's going to take string argument and open and close curly braces. So I wanted to ask user, type your first number, and the user is going to enter the number, and I'm going to tell user to type second number, and he's going to enter second number, and I'm gonna go ahead and display the result of those two numbers. So first I wanted to ask user, so I'm going to tell him to type the first number. And so how do we do that? It's pretty simple. We say system.out.print line, and of course I need the semicolon at the end, and because I'm typing string, and string is any character, I'm going to say within this these two quotes, type your first number, and then so the user is going to type his first number, and I need a way to save that number, whatever the user is going to type. So if I type something like 20, I need to save 20 in some variable. So first of all, in order to ask user what they wanted to type, we need something called scanner class, and scanner class is provided by Java, and in order to use that, we need to import that class right on the top. So in order to import, I'm going to go ahead and type import java.util.scanner, like that, and I'm going to use this class. So in order to use this class, I need to say scanner, that is the type of the data, type of the variable is going to be scanner, and scanner will scan the user input, and I'm going to name this scanner with capital small s, and I'm going to say it's create a new scanner out of this scanner class, like this, and inside this parenthesis I need to tell this scanner where the input stream is going to be. So in order to do that, I need to type system.in. so this is going to take some input. In earlier message I said type your first name, so user is going to go ahead and type their first name, and I'm going to save it in integer first number. So I'm creating a data type of integer, and the variable name is first number. That is going to be equal to scanner dot next int. So because I wanted to store whatever user is typing, I need to use this scanner classes. So I created the instance of scanner classes, and I set it to new scanner, and that has the parameter system.in, that is the source of input stream. And on the line 9, I created a new variable called first number and set it to whatever the user is going to type, and we do it by saying scanner.nextInt. And then I'm also going to create another number called second number, and I'm going to do exactly same thing. And I because I also wanted to read this, I also wanted to save this second number, and it's going to be scanner dot next int. And before that, I'm going to tell user to type their second number. So in order to do that, I'm going to say system.out.println, and then of course put semicolon at the end of every line, right here, right here, right here, and put semicolon at the end of every line. System.out.println, so type your second number, and it's all good. Now the user is going to type their second number, and we store that in second number. And finally, I wanted to calculate the sum of these two number. So I'm going to create a third variable called result, and that is going to be the sum of first number plus second number. And then finally, I wanted to display this result back to the user, so user can know the final result. And in order to do that, I need to do system.out.println, and in here I'm going to say your result, because I'm going to type some character. I need to put character within this code, double quote. So your result is, and I'm going to say plus, this is going to append, so it's going to say your result is something, and in order to add two things we need to say plus, and finally it's going to be result. So let me go ahead and explain one more time what we did. So in this message, we wanted to ask user for two number. They're gonna enter those two number, and we wanted to calculate the sum of those two number and display it back to user. So on the first line, we ask type your first number, and then we store that using the scanner. So in order to store user input, we need an scanner object. On the scanner object, we are storing the integer, that's whatever they are going to type, and then we ask them to type the second number, and we are also storing that second number. And finally, the int result will calculate the sum of the first number user entered and the second number user entered. And then after that, we displayed your result is plus result. So this, why are we using plus here? In this case, we wanted to see your result is like something like 5 or like 10. It's going to say your result is, because this result is a variable here, we are appending or adding it to this statement as a whole. So we need to add plus here, plus result. Let's go ahead and run it. Hopefully once this program ran, it's going to make much more sense to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on run. So right here I say type your first number. I'm going to go ahead and type 40, and then it is telling me now type your second number. I'll go ahead and type 50, and then it says your result is 90. So one more time, I'm gonna go ahead and recap. Hopefully it's gonna make more sense, because when I learned it for the first time, it didn't make sense. So whenever I'm repeating, I'm just helping you guys. In the beginning, we ask type your first number, that is right here, and then we create a scanner object. So scanner class is a utility provided by java.util.scanner that comes with your whenever you download Java, this utility package comes with Java. And then we store the first number by calling scanner.nextInt. This is gonna store integer. and then we ask for second number, and we also store that second number using scanner.nextInt. And then finally we added the first number and second number, stored that in result variable, and after that we outputted that by saying system.out.println your result is whatever the result of first number and second number is. So hopefully this makes sense. Even if it didn't, try to copy it exactly what I type for like 12 or 13 times, and it's going to make sense eventually. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you haven't given up. Programming is tough, and you need to do a lot of practice in order to make sense of something or some of the concept. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm going to see you soon again.